Okay. Hi, everybody. This is Julie. I'm here from the Scraps of My Life. I am trying to record this directly to YouTube in hopes that I won't have to edit it and it'll be quicker to upload. I don't know. We'll see if that happens. Either way, I've got a really huge mess on my desk. I've been working on a project. I have got to get all this mess cleaned up, pulled together. I've got lots and tons of stuff to do because I'm going out of town for a few days, actually for a week at least, and I got to get it together. But before I do, I wanted to take the time, since I haven't done it yet, I've been kind of working things out here with this project and trying to decide how I want to do it and the size I want to do it. So what I've been working on is I wanted to make a journal slash, well, it's a journal, but it's a photo journal to record, a whole year. And so I thought I had better get started on it because what I decided to do with it was, and I hope I don't forget anything because I'm in a hurry, I just sit here and tried to figure out because, if you see my albums, you know that I love to put all kinds of stuff in them. I love pockets and flips and flaps and folds and secret compartments. So to do a whole year of that would be kind of difficult, I thought. So what I decided to do was to divide it up into the seasons. That was my last thought. I thought of a whole lot of different ways I could do it, but that's what I ended up on. So the seasons of winter, spring, summer, and fall, autumn, whatever. I decided to do it that way. So I started out with the Christmas one because I figured that that would be the one that we're right here on top of. Actually, it's not Christmas, but the months of winter involve December, January, and February, in my part of the world anyway. So December being the first month of those three. So I thought I would start with a Christmas one because it would be easy to transition from that into winter, I thought. So then the other day I decided, well, I haven't been anywhere to actually I wanted to use the large business legal size folders. So that's what this one is right here. This is the one I first done. And I'm kind of limited to the things I can get my hands on here where I live. So I didn't have the colors because I wanted it to be cohesive. And even though it will be probably 3 or 4 different books, now that's the thing that eats me. Because if I can get it down to 2 books, that's what I want to do, 2 volumes. That's what I'm going to do. But I just hate the fact that it would be so wide. So I probably will do at least 3 books. But I'm going to go through the whole year with it. And it's going to be so much fun. I'm already enjoying it. But I was trying to create a clean lines and something that's simple to do so that you guys can go do it with me if you prefer. So that's my intentions, is to have it so that you can join me. And so I'm going to be working on it when I come back from my trip. I'm not going to be working on it during that time. But when I get back, I'm going to come on and do videos and upload them to YouTube for you. It would be much easier to do it on Ustream. Maybe I'll do both. We'll see. I don't know. I pretty much think that you can download from Ustream and then upload to YouTube. I'm not sure exactly. I've not done that yet, really. So anyway, so I started out with the legal size. Well, then I decided that this would be the easier size, the normal file folder size for most people to get a hold of. And I wanted to show you real quick, I had done one last year actually at Valentine's Day. I started this design because I was looking for a design that would, I wanted it vertical, okay, so that's the reason for this. I didn't want anything horizontal when it comes to a journal. I don't know why, it just doesn't make sense to have a horizontal journal. So I wanted it vertical, and I was going through my designs that I had created, and this is one I started last Valentine's, as you can see, and it's a style that I made, and with the file folders, and this is a double color, which is absolutely cool. And I got these at the office store, Office Max, I believe it is. Anyway, this is the design of it. Well, one of the pages anyway. So that's where I got my idea, was from when I had started. And so like I said, I had done it in the, I'm going to have to come back and go and redo the winter one. Because like I said, I'm not going to do it unless I find some of these folders that coordinate. I'm going to be doing them just in this size here, but you never know, I may do two. So I'm going out of town, so I may find what I'm looking for. And if I do, I will possibly go ahead and work on this one. So this is all I have done in either size. I've got the winter one started in this legal size, and I have the fall in the autumn in the regular size. And I purchased these folders here in a box of 100, and they're multicolored files. So they're different shades of color, and they're pastels. So they, you know, I had to, you know, plan my colors, and I'll get into all that with you when I get back. Unless I did do a video to try to lay out everything for you, how to prepare for it. So if I may be able to take that with me at least and edit and upload it while I'm gone for you. So let me quickly show you this design. This will be a hinge style album. So this is the page that the hinge will attach to, and it is a little bit of a different style hinge, but I'm not going to show you that. I just want to show you real quickly what I've gotten done. And like I said, this is the winter, actually the Christmas part of the winter version. Got that hung up there. And so I'm just going to flip this through. I'm not really going to explain to you what I've done. Don't want to give away any of the fun yet. But I'm just showing you what I've got going on here. This is a pocket. And then I have this lean-to pocket here at the top. This opens up, kind of long, so this is a tag right here, of course. And then this opens up this way. And you can't see that, so let me pull it over. Okay, let's do it this way. There you go. So that is a portion of what I've got done on this one. Up here at the top, this is a actual pocket up here, made from the paper itself. Okay, in there. Opens up this way. This is a huge photo mat. Huge. And that's why I really wanted to use the legal size, is because you can make it a little bit larger, because in comparison you can see the difference in the sizes. So the width is not that much more, about a 3/4 of an inch, but the height is quite different. This is the one I made for the fall, and it's more completed actually. Well, it's not. The papers are laid down on it, really. Just it's not completed. I made this portion into a pocket and added a page to this one, and it opens up this way and pocket over here. And as you can see, I haven't glued that down because I've got to put a strip of glue there, because I'm going to make that side here into a pocket that it won't go through. This is the page, I think, that the joint will go on to. Lost my word there. Anyway, it opens up this way, and then this will be glued down. This will be a pocket, and then I made a flap for it. And as you can see, these parts are smaller, but still there's tons of room in here. There's a small tab pocket over here, That paper over here. I haven't glued this down because I have an idea I want to do with this before I glue it down. So it's rather large, and plus all the additional things you can of course add to it. So I wanted to come on and do a video of that to let you know what I'm working on, and to let you know that when I get back from my trip, and while I'm gone, like I said, I'm going to next week, I think, I'm going to try to upload the video to prep you how to prepare for making this, getting started on this album. Like I said, I'm going to do the 4 seasons, and I'm going to try to fit it in 3 albums instead of putting it all in 1 or 2. And if I can get away with 3, I will. If not, I'll do 4. But then, like the fall, the autumn one here, actually the months that go in with this one is September, October, and November. So those are your autumn months. So I am also going to be fitting in a Halloween couple, section. This is the fall section, and that doesn't mean I won't do more, because like September is school, So be thinking about your themes. Sit down with a piece of paper, just a plain piece of paper, like I got here, and write down, for instance, the autumn journal will consist of September, October, and November. September is the school month. Okay, October is Halloween. Now this is if you want to go around these themes. You don't have to. November is Thanksgiving. But the reason I'm sectioning it off like this is because these are the times we take lots of photos. I mean, you may be the type of person that takes photos daily, but me, I don't, and I take photos mostly, it's sad to say, but a lot of times on special occasions. My grandson started, my youngest grandson started kindergarten this year, so this will be huge for me this year, his school. And then Halloween is going to be huge. It always is for me. And then Thanksgiving, that's going to be fun. I'm going to be spending that out of town this year. I wasn't able to do so the past couple years, and I'm going to be with my mom and my sisters and my brother this year, hopefully, for Thanksgiving. So that's going to be big for me this year. So, I centered around these things. And then for winter is December, which is Christmas, right? I'm just going to put abbreviation there, CMIS. January, which is true winter month, and February. And of course, February is Valentine. And then January is the time for snowmen. Hello. I mean, I'm a whimsical person, so I always think about the cute stuff. Just me. But if you don't like snowmen, you could also do the winter birds and the branches with the red berries. I actually have a paper line that has that in it, and I may be using that as well for January. And then February's Valentine's, and then spring, of course. And just divide it up like that. Make you a list, put each month, and I'm sure there's birthdays and special occasions you have in these months. So if you want to put Christmas and Joe's birthday, or the twins' birthday, or camping trip, like especially now in autumn, lots of folks go on camping excursions on the weekend. So anything you want to add in there, because the colors, that's why you have to prepare and then think of your colors. And then you want your albums, even though there'll be 3 or 4 separate albums, you do want them to transition. So if you're a pastel type person, then you're going to want to stick with the more pastel autumn colors instead of the deep, dark rusts and burgundies, So just think of those things. It's good to pull out your paper for all 4 months and say, and if you don't have it, then get on the internet, look up something that you know that you will want to use, even if you can't purchase it right away, that you may want to use, and just be sure they coordinate, because you're going to feel better about it. It's going to look nicer, and your cardstock's very important. So be sure to get your cardstock colors for each month and for each season, and then start from there. And then once you have your cardstock and your paper lines all coordinated, everything else will come together fairly easily. And I'm going to show you how to put together the albums. And like I said, I'm going to be using file folders. And now these are colored file folders. And if you go buy colored file folders, be sure that you buy a good quality. Don't get the cheap, flimsy ones if you can afford it. Not that they won't hold up, but the nicer ones hold up better. And I'll show you, these aren't really the heaviest. Trying to find the lid to my, they're not the heaviest when you buy them in the 100 packs, they're not as sturdy as when you buy them in the single packs, because I've bought them both ways of the same brand. But these are still very nice file folders. Now these are the super tabs. I don't know why, I just like them, which means they have a deeper file cut, tab cut is all that means. So between the tab and the folder here, it's deeper, that's all. Whereas in the normal folder, it's not so deep, it's closer up here. But you can get the Smeed. The Smeed brand is a very good brand of file folder, and this is considered the pastel group. And this color here that looks orange, it's not orange, it's this color right here. And I love it. I made a whole cookbook with this. And it's not even a craft color. It's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. It makes a very nice looking book. And I'm using this in my fall area. So, okay, so I've given you the name of some file folders that are really good, and you can order these online. You can order them by the package, or you can order them by the box of 100. I believe that's how many, yeah, there's 100 letter size, and I think they're $20 or so a box. But if you have an office, let's see, it's an Office Depot that carries these. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Then you can go in and purchase them. There may be other places that carry them, but my local office store didn't, so I purchased these when I was out of town at my mom's house. But they're made by Smeed. It's S-M-E-A-D, and it's the Super Tab folders. But like I said, they also have the regular fat tab in the pastel colors too. They have pastel, and then they have the bright. And when you go to see them, you'll see the differences. So if you want the brights, then they have them as well. So, all right, well, I'm going to let you go, and you'll be seeing more of me in the next week or so. And I'll be coming back to tell you a little bit more in detail what's going on. I hope everybody's having a great fall. And, oh, by the way, if you haven't been over to Silly Shy Sushi's YouTube channel, you must go over there and check her out. She is a hoot. I will try to put her link below. Watch her first day of the 13 days of Halloween and have a tissue, because you're going to laugh so hard you're going to cry. She is such a character, and I just love her to death. And show her some love. She's doing this special thing, and her dad is not well at the time, and I know it's not easy for her to be doing this right now. So everybody have a great day, and I'll be chatting with you soon, okay? And don't forget to go check out Silly Shy Sushi. Bye, everybody.